Hello everybody, this is Simon with Let's Play Sonic 2006, and for this Aquatic base video I got once again Combat Lobster with me.
Alright, under the sea. You're really taking me to a lot of different places.
Yeah, I mean, the variety is there. It's definitely, you can't say that, like, all of the levels definitely have some memorable and distinct settings, except for maybe Flame Core and Crisis City, which are both in burning wastelands, but at least one of them is in a city and one of them is in a boring ass cave, and we don't speak about Flame Core anymore because I'm finally done with it until I go to the DLC levels. So I'm not done with it at all, I'm lying. Anyway, Aquatic Base. What is there to say about Aquatic Base? I was pretty down on the level in the first run-throughs, as all three characters in fact, because it is pretty much unchanged for all of them. And is the hard mode version of Shadow better? No. Absolutely not. It's still the same boring garbage. I'm sorry to disappoint. One thing I could do here is shortcut, as we have seen. Just homing attack with the chaos boost directly onto the spring, but I do want to collect the points from the enemies. As we are going to find out in the end, doesn't matter at all. There is enough points. As we can also tell here is that I'm really bad at fighting these worms. Like, it's embarrassing watching this, but I mean, it worked out in the end, so that's why we're watching it. Well, what can you say? Really should have stunned them more. How much embarrassment?
No. I don't know. Do the purple worms have, like, more health than the lava ones, or they're strictly the same?
Yeah, twice as much.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I erased them I don't know how this hit, but I'm taking it. But I erased them real quickly with the chaos boost. So that's quite nice. So you haven't seen other Shadow videos, but it's like if I hold down the button, then he does like 3 attacks at once against enemies with more than 3 health, and just erases up to 3 enemies with less health, all at once, just goes through them. Like a knife through butter. That's what happened in a few of the other videos where we've seen it. It's really strong, and that's also why Shadow gets a lot of those high health enemies, because they give a lot of chaos energy, so those crystals that fly out of the enemies, to fill the meter up, and then when you have a full meter you can just delete all of the remaining ones real quickly, which is cool if you know how it works. If you don't, Shadow's levels are absolute torture. It doesn't really quite tell you how exactly you activate the boost. So when I first played the game, it was like Shadow was an absolute chore to play as, but now it's much better, of course.
Alright.
No, we are not playing as Shadow at the moment, of course. We're just playing this part as Silver, which is, yeah, well, you're not doing much.
We get to play with Havoc physics at least.
Exactly. I do remember that there is an invincibility here in normal mode and didn't take it out for hard mode, so for the final worm I take it. And I do practice my speedrun strategies. Every time I shoot forward much more than I really should, at first glance, is when I activate the speedrun trick, frame perfect, extended, what's it called? Teleport dash, ETB, right? But doesn't really help me here. I'm pretty sure that you can also cheat yourself above the lasers, but I thought, you know what, they gave me an extra wave of enemies, let's just take it out with Silver's absolutely busted Psycho Slam. Which is what you do when you jump from, you jump and then you hold down the attack button, he slams down and does a shockwave, an invisible shockwave I would say, around himself. And then every enemy around him in a very large radius gets stunned. You can pick it up and instantly kill it, no matter how much health it has. Once again, you can absolutely jump on top of one of those crates and hover over the laser grid here, and then just skip this entire corner of the level. First of all, I destroyed all the crates, and second of all, I wanted to see what's actually here in hard mode. Oh wow, it's a bunch of enemies nobody cares about. Okay, whatever. Instantly kill them, boom, 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 done, whatever. You don't have to kill them, it doesn't matter. But it's really quick and it gives you a whole lot of points. And here is the switch.
And that's what's important.
Exactly. Well, I mean, this level is not hard to S-rank. Like, the previous one was very tight for some reason, but as usual, just adding more enemies. Wow, and actually useful breakdance move. Just adding more enemies means adding more points. So it's actually much easier to get an S rank here. Not that it was ever hard. The only hard thing about S ranking Aquatic Base for any character is to not die. So if you die at the end, you cannot, of course, make the S rank. But otherwise, it's absolutely trivial to make it. It's very binary. I don't like it. Terrible level. It's just so boring, you know. It's like Flame Core, which you just saw. It's just a bunch of kill rooms where these enemies are not interesting or fun to fight. They just glitch out sometimes in dumb ways, like there, where the homing attack was just not hitting it. And another wave, because we're on hard mode. Yay! I'm deliberately not activating the KS boost again, because very soon we're going to have a homing attack challenge, and for homing attack challenges you do not want to be in the boost mode. Do not forget to push the switch, do not repeat the mistake I did in normal mode, if you remember. Yeah. If you don't push the switch and fall down, then you can't finish the level anymore.
Oh fuck.
Yep. Well done. It's very well done. So this is the homing attack challenge I was talking about. Works well, generally, but not if your K is boosted. Then you have to feather the button, be real careful with it. I was like doing this here with the lasers.
Showing the world that you're real slick.
If I dare say so myself. It's an infiltration Mission Impossible style. I also always appreciate this part, where you can just skip this big room here compared to Sonic, where the room is an absolute nightmare. Hey, it's hard mode, there's another wave of enemies coming up.
Oh, come on.
My thoughts exactly. Like, these constant worm ambushes get old very fast. Especially because it's not really an ambush. Yeah, you can see them coming, but the hitbox of them jumping out of the ground is so massive that it's very hard to get out of in time. And even there is like, where do I go on that platform, right?
Yeah. I guess you technically could jump off temporarily and then
it's possible.
Homing attack
it's
back,
not,
right?
You know,
yeah.
Safe. Yeah, it's absolutely possible. Sure,
yeah.
But just, whatever. It's not like the rings matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, blasting through there with the bike is real fun. Gotta say. Like, if it works and you stay on course and just go through, it's really cool. Killing these with the bike, not as cool, but I really wanted to do it.
Give me a second.
And another wave of enemies. That's crazy. What will they think of next?
Maybe they'll throw a third wave.
Nah, that would be too much. But hey, I still got the bike.
I honestly would be expecting a third wave if they gave you, like, a utility to, like, the bike.
Oh, there's like 4 waves in this room, so don't mind, you know. Yeah. I think this was an off-screen bird shot, once again, destroying the bike, but whatever, I'm KS'd up now, so the rest of the room just melts.
Nice.
For whatever reason I couldn't get up there. The reason is that the homing attack sucks in KS mode, for whatever reason. Again, I don't know why they made it suck in KS mode, but I guess it's a trade-off for ultimate power. Also, nice teleport to the off-screen 1-up box. Promised you another wave, there it is.
Oh, yeah. It's exclusively birds.
Yep. I also don't know what causes the entire wave to die sometimes, but whatever. There's another wave. And I already have 50,000 points just from enemies alone. That's Aquatic Base for you. But, you know, it's good that I have so much points, because look at the time and ring bonus. It's not much.
Perfect. Jeez.
Yeah, and that's it. There's nothing else to report about Aquatic Base, because, well, the first try, it's a very, very simple and straightforward level. No outtakes, no nothing. I'm glad about it, to be quite honest. Dying here at the end is just like, oh god, please. Thanks a lot for your attention.